point, search and destroy, and domination though. And in just a few seconds, we're gonna see the bands coming in for hardpoint. It is standoff and the summit. And for the first map for hardpoint is actually firing range, which is apparently we don't see firing range this often. I mean, this is actually a rare map here in the tournament right now.
It's so rare. It's so rare.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see firing range
Indeed.
back in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Boys, girls, KLASIKO RAMPAGE and a Triple V. As we go into our search and destroy, the maps that are banned by KLASIKO as well as Triple V, standoff and meltdown out of the pick. And you guys know exactly where this is going to be happening, right? Because when we move into game number 2, that's going to be played at none other than firing range again. I mean, for the first time, a back-to-back firing range. I've never seen this before.
Yeah,
no.
indeed. I mean, this is the first time that this has been happening. I mean, a firing range for the first map, second map is firing range as well. It's like this is actually super new. This is the first time that this thing happened here in MSP Major, and the first time that firing range has been picked by. I mean, the second time that this map has been picked as well. For the third map, I'm actually praying that it's firing range as well, because apparently firing range is, like what I've said, is super rare, and I really want to see this map again and again.
And since it's so rare, if at all we do get a triple firing range, a jackpot, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because meltdown, there you go, firing range has been banned this time by Triple V. Triple V says, no, hell no, stop it. Stop this nonsense. Meltdown at firing range banned. And for domination, we will be playing this, at meltdown maybe? Or is it going to be standoff, maybe? I would love to see them go into standoff, right? It's going to be summit, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So this one is going to be quite exciting as the boys go running around picking up those points.
Going here in the sandy lands of firing range up onto the snowy lands of Summit, the ladies and gentlemen, to firing range for all these teams right now. Once again, this is going to be KLASIKO Rampage from Malaysia versus the Philippines VVV Conquerors. AJ, before we start this match, on to our casters prediction. This revenge coming in from KLASIKO Rampage, and hopefully it's going to happen as well. And one thing is for sure, this match will be hot here in firing range for hardpoint. KLASIKO Rampage versus VVV Conquerors. AJ, let's get into it.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we push in here. It's going to be hardpoint at firing range. Mid lane is going to be captured by the Conquerors to kick things off. KLASIKO Rampage, don't forget, this is the same KLASIKO that beat PDR REBORN 3-0 yesterday off stream, right? So they are coming in here hot. They are coming in here full of confidence that they can take this. So far, just 6 points in there. KLASIKO needs way more than that as Sia gets taken down at that car explosion by Moi. It's going to be Moi right now with this chopper gameplay going back in here to contest, and he will pull it back for the Conquerors.
Moi there with a 2K though, but this is time for VV Conquerors now to get more points. Well, apparently I'm actually seeing all the points, seeing all the matches right now. I mean, anything is possible. I mean, the underdogs can take down the players that we've been rooting for. I mean, of course, they're really worthy of this place, and every team here in the tournament right now are worthy for that championship. It's just, the question is, how will you do that?
Well, KLASIKO, they are trying to do that. How to do that specifically, they haven't figured out just yet. As the Conquerors lead the board 32-15, it is gonna be the Conquerors yet again at hardpoint number 2 as well. It's gonna be KLASIKO Rampage on the attack, and they take it back as Sia comes in with the chopper, but eliminated by MJ as he flies through the airfield.
18-41 scoring still in favor of VV Conquerors, but I think KLASIKO Rampage is really doing it for their team though. Look at Ken there, he's won, but the thing is, MIB is right there as well. Andy, however, taking down Ken with a wallbang as well, but look at Sia just trying to be really sneaky at this point of the map right now. And I think the score is now tied up already, and this is now the lead that Classic Rampage is really waiting for. Ken with a 2K, Zara with a refag killing Kel as well, but MJ as well, just trying to be sneaky inside this area together with Tamayo. It's really up to them on how will they catch Classico Rampage off guard.
Absolutely. Well, just 2 entry points into the white warehouse, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And Triple V have got such a great hold on here. Even with that transform shield placed as well. Classico still attempting the takeover. And MIP comes in. And what a play by Classico Rampage as they go in for that hard point successfully. And they are going to be trip mines all set up. They are going to be waiting for the players from Triple V to come back in here. Ken attempts a little bit but gets eliminated immediately. Zarif, the chopper player, is going to be Moa coming in back with the chopper as well. But can they go in and take it back from Classico, who right now have the lead 70 to 60, we should say.
Get to the chopper, indeed. More there with a spray, but Zarif says no. Ken there, however, with a refrag as well. But the thing is, Classical Rampage with 81 points versus 60. And just Zarif's all over the map right now. MJ killing him too. But now Ken is really up to him on how will he reclaim that victor. Andy here, ooh, with an Annihilator sees one. Trying to go with the second one too. But I guess he won't be able to get that guy because he really can't see all the players of Team VVV Conquerors. 93 versus 62. Look at the score of Conquerors right now. It's really not moving. I mean, we can say that momentum is really onto the Classical Rampage side.
Yeah, I mean, Triple V, they came in here strong, but Classico Rampage, right, this is a totally different side of them. They've been losing quite a number of matches in the tournament thus far, but finally they have decided to turn things around, and what a way to do so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ken coming in here to torment them with the XS1 Goliath, and he goes in here for those wall bangs, but what is the use of those wall bangs if you can't get the hard point? Now, Ken has pulled out the XS1 a little early in preparation for the next hard point as they wait, but have they given Classico Rampage too many already? Ooh. And they might have, because Ken almost taken down with the FHJ right to the face there.
That is really dirty for Ken, ladies and gentlemen. That is like Goliath in your face. But the thing is, it's not that really important if you're gonna do that. The most important thing to do is get that point. But the thing is, Classical Rampage is all over the map. 137 versus 67. Classical Rampage, they need 13 points more for them to win this. However, VVV Conquerors can do something about it now. And that is the points coming in for Classical Rampage. And I guess they're going to win this with 5 more points remaining. And this is one. Trying to go on with a double kill. But Moa, together with Ken, Moa there with a 2K. 147 versus 70. I think the table has been turned already. But 10 seconds up until the next hard point.
And this is the guarantee of a victory for Classico Rampage, because they don't need to do anything at all. They just need to come back into the next hard point and stick around for just about 3 seconds in there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and we will have the end of our match already. But not unless the Triple V Conquerors can say anything about that. But can they do anything? They can say as much as they want, but doing is something they were not able to pull off, as Classico Rampage takes victory number 1.
We won against VVV Esports, and one thing is for sure, we're gonna win here at the VVV Conquerors again. And they're really proving that they're really one of the teams that it's really hard for them to beat Classical Rampage right now, AJ, to be honest. For VVV Conquerors, it's all up to them too on how can they take down the momentum of Classical Rampage. I mean, they're all over the map. Their Rampage is there.
Yeah, absolutely right. Because they had a terrible start to the group stages, but finally we start to see some sort of a uprising, we shall say, from Classico Rampage. Because the 3 squads that we saw earlier in the day on the standings, they are fighting to not get relegated. They stand at the same point in there with those 10 points. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is gonna be search and destroy now.
Search and destroy indeed. KLASIKO Rampage versus VV Conquerors here in the firing range, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, all these teams are trying to be really slow pace here, guys. I mean, they're not being that aggressive though, but look at that Zareth there with a 2K, taking Moi, taking Pi down. That is a quick 2K coming in for him to start off this game right now. KLASIKO Rampage needs to be very cautious, but plus Tamayo as well, taking down all of these players, ladies and gentlemen. I think VVV Conquerors is in a tight situation right now, too. 3 versus 2 now, AJ. That 2 kills coming in from Zareth really give them a huge boost of confidence for their team.
No doubt about that at all. Right now, MJ as well as Tamayo have got so much to do, but don't forget Tamayo is an amazing sniper himself, so they can still play this slow. 52 seconds on the clock, but since the Conquerors are on the attack, they get to call the pace of the match. But going in for a push is going to be quite difficult. Zareth has been on point for a long time now in this competition.
This is really a slow pace movements coming in for VVV Conquerors right now. They really can't do something about it. They really can't plant this bomb because the players of KLASIKO Rampage is literally all over the map. And now this is the bomb now has been planted already, and it's time for KLASIKO Rampage to do a retake too. But Tamayo is right there onto the perimeter, checking this point of the map already, and it's just Tamayo together with MJ needs to be very cautious because that is the push coming in from KLASIKO Rampage. He says 1, but Mib taking down Tamayo though, and it's all up to MJ. But a 2K as well coming in from MIB. 2K for Zareth. Plus, it's actually 3 frags coming in from him.
Solid in there for round number 1 from KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I mean, with the Zareth's 2 kill at the start and MIB just wrapping things up with a 3-piece in there for himself, nothing can get better for KLASIKO Rampage right now. They just need to keep up this momentum. Triple V Conquerors, they are on the attack, but it looks like KLASIKO Rampage is the one that's hungry for blood.
Indeed, and if we're going to compare this match onto our matches a while ago, this is really slow. This is the slowest gameplay that we're seeing right now. Most likely that is the strategy of VV Conquerors. Maybe they're just buying time and just waiting for pickoffs onto KLASIKO Rampage's side. But Zareth, however, checking that point of the map as well, most likely not getting any though. But look at that, Zia taking on Tamayo with that wallbang too. 3 versus 5 situation in favor of KLASIKO Rampage. It's just for VV Conquerors, they need to fix something there. They need to change their gameplay. They need to change their strategy or anything for them to win this. Most likely they can just try and be aggressive next round. What do you think?
Well, I don't know, man, about that aggression, because as long as Zareth is gonna be there, right? That guy is crazy on the snipes. Pi solo in here. There's not. Oh, just as I was about to say, there's nothing he can do. Apple Z goes down, and it looks like Triple V Conquerors, they've got nothing on KLASIKO Rampage right now. Maybe the Rampage has truly started.
Indeed, I mean, this is the Rampage that we've been waiting for since game number 1. But look at that, it's all up to Zareth right now. This is the Great Wall of Zareth. You can't pass through me. If you want to plant the bomb, you need to pass through me first. But the thing is, you really can't do that. And now Zareth just trying to kill out these players from VV Conquerors. But now this is the first time that VV Conquerors will plant the bomb already. So there's the retake coming in from KLASIKO Rampage right now. More utilities coming in from AJ, but spray and pray through the smoke. Won't catch anyone though, but Mib taking out MJ, but Tamayo with a refrag too. So this is gonna be a 3 versus 1 situation. MIB is the only one remaining here. This is a huge retake coming in from him. Can he do the impossible? But Tamayo says no to MIB. This is 2-1, still in favor of KLASIKO Rampage. But VVV Conquerors, slowly and surely, they are doing it.
Solid showing in there by the Conquerors, going in there for the quick plant this time. Zarif wasn't able to deny them in time, and that Alpha takeover was just too fast for KLASIKO Rampage to respond to. And even if they wanted to, the Mayo was there, right? And when he starts getting on point with his sniper, that's game over.
It is game over indeed for all these players right now. Tamayo, where is that player? He needs to be very cautious as well because one wrong move, but look at that, a quick scope coming in from Tamayo, and Seiya finishing off Tamayo with a wall bang. 3-1 in favor of KLASIKO Rampage. It's fine that you've won 1 point, but we want to end this round for us, and let's see if they can maintain this composure up until the last few stages of the game. But look at that Applesy here. Maybe they just switched position with Zyra, if we can say that. But the thing is, there's no one here. There's no one from VVV Conquerors that wants to go here in Eastside.
Well, from what we've seen earlier, whenever the Conquerors go in for a quick push and a quick plant, it seems to kind of favor. Oh, come on, Applesy, taking more down with that wall bang. Unreal from KLASIKO. And just like that Triple V, they are one man down. I mean, if only they go in for those quick plants, right? I think it catches KLASIKO Rampage off a little bit and it gives them that advantage. But oh, come on, Will, what's going on?
Applesy is on a rampage right now. He is insane with that sniper though, together with Zarif as well. It's like the two great walls of a KLASIKO Rampage is here already. 3 versus 5 situation. Tamayo sees one through that wall, but there's someone right there. MIP just slapping the face of that guy. Tamayo sees one too, and this is gonna be a 2 versus 2 situation right now. Tamayo just getting all his HPs to be regions, waiting as well.
Action, bro.
It is. I mean, they don't want to use their rifles anymore. They don't want to use all their shotguns anymore. They want to use that sniper for those highlights. But look at Zarif sees one. But Applesy, what an amusing game coming in from KLASIKO Rampage right here. It's a game of snipers, everybody.
Yeah, man, I mean, that was one of the best rounds. 2 snipers versus 1, and Tamayo almost pulled it off. But who are we kidding, right? With Applesy and Zarif as your opponents on those snipers, even Tamayo can't handle that, right? It's just too much for him. As they push in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, KLASIKO Rampage still in here with a 4-1.
I mean, if you're gonna ask me, this is actually amusing to see. But look at that, this is gonna be 3v1. Applesy is the only man remaining here. He says 1, but will he successfully kill that guy? I think not. That shot won't connect though. But again, this is the sniper of Applesy. The one half of the Great Wall of KLASIKO Rampage is still online. But can they take down? But can he take down the 3 players of VVV? That's gonna be the question. But I think that is a switch. Sees one, trying to go with the second one though. Tamayo is now down with that wall bang as well. Applesy needs to be really quick, but look at that. Sees one, but pie. However, taking down Applesy almost. That is an almost skill coming in from Applesy, to be honest.
Yeah, man, it could have been a clutch in there, but unfortunately for Applesy, he did it. He tried to run away, got backstabbed, and well, it's not too much for them to worry about KLASIKO Rampage because there's 2 more victories, which they've proven to not be so difficult thus far.
We actually don't care about the rifles anymore. We just want to see the snipers here, ladies and gentlemen. This is 2 versus 4 situation. MIB from behind, pushing it to a 2v3. But more right here needs to be very cautious because there's someone right there trying to flank him too. But I think Zarif, the one half of the Great Wall too. Zarif needs to go onto the high ground. But look at that. That is MIB just trying to check out that point of the map as well here in this area though. And now Zarif, KLASIKO Rampage needs to plant this bomb already. It's all up to him. But the question is, but the thing that KLASIKO Rampage needs to do, they need to get an opener for them to push out this area of the map.
I mean, so far, all Zarif needs to do is just go and take a quick peek at Alpha, because I don't think the Chopper is going to be able to outdo the Sniper, right? But Zarif right now going to fall back in here with the Fennec, and it looks like it's going to be a Bravo plant, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Something that Classico is hoping Triple V is not expecting. And yes, Triple V is not expecting it at all. 28 seconds on the clock right now, and they are all free to stretch it out to 45. Bomb plant coming in. Zarif almost getting that takedown there.
Pi, they're very, very low in HP, but he will be still okay here at this point of the map right now. But MIB, ladies and gentlemen, trying to be really sneaky on that point of the map. However, look at Pi taking down Zarif. There's going to be one for HP situation right here, but that is a push coming in from Tamayo together with all the players from VVV Conquerors pushing him out. He doesn't want to die, but it is what it is. That is 3-4, still in favor of KLASIKO Rampage, but the VVV Conquerors are still alive.
Well, the Classical Rampage squad better finish this off, because the Conquerors are inching ever so closer. And it's just 1 point in between them, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And whether or not the Conquerors can make it back, yes, they are equally skilled thus far. But, you know, the advantage goes to Classical Rampage, because the snipers really get to call the pace of the game. And with the two snipers on board, the two really, really talented snipers, Zarif as well as Apple Z in there. Well, this time Apple Z has brought in the ICR instead. So maybe he's going to go in for a slower gameplay. They've switched up their strategy. Let's see what they have, because they're on the attack this time.
And the bomb has been planted already by KLASIKO Rampage right now, and the retake is on coming in from VVV Conquerors. But the question is, where are the players of VVV? He sees the head of one guy from VVV though, but Tamayo says no, but MIB with a double kill taking down MJ and Pi. But Alfari is right there as well, taking down Ken, but MIB with that 3 frags. I mean, KLASIKO Rampage is just really into it right now. VVV Conquerors can't answer the question on how can they take down the players of KLASIKO Rampage.
I mean, the moment Classico switched up their strategy there, Triple V just cannot react to it no matter what, right? And they did try to go in for a solid push, but unfortunately for them, Will heads back into the action, baby.
Ooh! Tamayo with a 3K with the 4 as well. He wants to do an ace here, ladies and gentlemen. Brought out that UAV. Let's see if Apple Z can still live. Apple Z says 1. Pi is now down, but Tamayo still looking for that ace. But Ken denying that 5K. And VVV Conquerors is still alive, 5-4. Can we see a win here for VVV Conquerors though?
Well, they might just be able to push us into round number 11, but it's something that Classico does not want, because, you know, every single moment, every single round that they drop, they get 1 step closer to losing this, and they don't want that. Every single point matters for Classico, who was so close to being relegated along with Impunity, right? So this one, it's all or nothing for them, and it looks like Classico is gonna be taking it to them. It is MJ who is gonna be parking himself, just waiting over at Bravo, just to see if or not Classico makes a push. But it might just be an alpha push right now, as Zarif goes in for a quick, he's not going to go in for the peak just yet. The boys from Classico, right, the way they play this slow is super solid. Each of those players just going in and out, just taking quick peeks and moving back. But moment one person makes a mistake, and that's it, game over, with Alfari kicking things off, taking MJ down.
It is, and now it's all up to 4 versus 5 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Still in favor of KLASIKO Rampage, but the spray coming in from Can taking down Alfari. But we have all the players of Team VV Conquerors right now. They need to go ham here onto KLASIKO Rampage's side, and it's just waiting for the bomb to be planted. 50 seconds left in the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Apple Z rushing in, finding someone to kill here, and the bomb's been planted here for KLASIKO Rampage. And it's now the time. It's time now for VVV Conquerors right now, ladies and gentlemen. And how will they get this though? On how will they retake this point of the map? Apple Z with the spray, taking down 2, trying to go with the 3K as well with the flick. Sees no one though. 2 versus 4 situation right now. VVV Conquerors needs to take down 4 more players of KLASIKO Rampage. Ken here from up top goes down, sees 1 with that spray. Tamayo sees 1, but Sila says no. 1 versus 3 situation with all those quick scope. Can Tamayo win this? But KLASIKO Rampage says no to him, and the win coming in for them, Malaysia 2-0.
What a beautiful final round that was, right? I mean, the way Clasico got that final round, the strategy pulled off. They went in for a quick Bravo fake. They sacrificed one player instantaneously. I mean, they didn't just expose one player there. Two players went in there for the Bravo fake. And the moment that happened, they went in for a quick rotation over to Alpha. And that was it, right? Game over. That beautiful mind game, it just threw off Triple V. And the Conquerors could not conquer Clasico, who went on a rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 2-0 thus far. Can the Conquerors pull back one match after this? Thus far, it looks like it's impossible because Clasico have finally managed to step their game up.
Indeed, they took down VVV.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Clasico Rampage will place themselves in such a comfortable position. They actually push themselves up into the 4th spot above NRX Jeremiah, 15 points in total. So that's going to be super exciting to see Clasico be able to do, right? But obviously, the Conquerors will not be wanting much of that because the exact same position that Clasico is in, Conquerors right now with the 2-game losses, they are in as well. Relegation zone right there beside Impunity. And unfortunately for Impunity, everybody is treating them like the plague right now. Nobody wants to be seen beside them.
Indeed, and on to our leaderboards for sure. I mean, for Clasico Rampage, just getting that place of VVV Conquerors. They're now leading apparently with scores, though, and for VV Conquerors dropping there at the 7th place, and that is a huge thing for Clasico Rampage right now. And it's really up to VV Conquerors on how will they get that and steal that 6th place again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, going here on our 3rd map here in Summit for domination. Once again, the last game of VV Conquerors versus Clasico Rampage. AJ, let's get into it.
Yeah, with Charlie being captured by Clasico Rampage, a quick pickup of Alpha by the Triple V Conquerors. Conquerors trying to go in here for Bravo as well. On whether or not they will be successful, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is all to be asked by Clasico. Yes, and Clasico do manage to get that elimination, and they will pull back a couple of points here at Bravo. And right now, the attempt by Clasico, are they going to be able to control room, is left to be seen. 3 more seconds in their will.
Zia trying to be really cautious here, not moving anything here in this point of the map already. But look at that, VV Conquerors is the upper hand already, but trying to get that point B2. Clasico Rampage right here, however, is really doing a job well done here at this game right now. And 2 points are now up for Clasico Rampage, and it's really hard for VV Conquerors to conquer that point of the map already because we have MIB here from the side. Sees one, but MJ says no to him though. But they can't really take that point of BAJ. It's really hard for VV Conquerors to do that.
Well, they might not be able to do so for now because Clasico is still so hot into this game, right? They brought in so much of momentum thus far, and the Conquerors just don't know how to contain the Malaysians. I mean, it is so rare to see Filipinos struggle against Malaysians, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this game because that's just how good the Filipinos are at this game. But with that takedown, I tell you, can they make a comeback in here? Clasico still will be looking to extend their lead.
That is a dirty kill coming in from MJ though. That is like mid-air kill coming in from MJ, but hopefully they can do something about it though. 40 points are now up for Clasico Rampage. Alfari finding someone to kill here. I mean, for VV Conquerors right now, most likely if they can take point B, well, you still have point C anyway. And the problem there is like point B and point C are just near with each other, and for Clasico Rampage, it's really easy for them to defend point C if someone will go to them too.
Absolutely, and I love how Clasico Rampage is showing so much of respect to Triple V Conquerors. They are not attempting to go in for a triple cap just yet. They know exactly where they stand in terms of prowess, but they also want to call the tactics right? They don't want to make these silly mistakes so early in the game. If they go in for the push because they're too greedy, they just might lose more than they can get. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we can see the Conquerors making a push in here for Bravo, but a quick switch around by Clasico Rampage with that Alpha takeover. But Charlie has been swapped up by the Conquerors. Will Clasico be able to make a comeback in here as they approach that 70-point mark?
I really like the reaction of all the teams right now. Yes, you can get our point B, but one thing is for sure, we will get your point A now. But the reaction coming in from VVV Conquerors getting that point C already is really that fast. But MJ now finding the players of KLASIKO Rampage here. But I think KLASIKO Rampage will get this first half, and it's all up to the second half on who will get that 150 points. Well, 57 to 75, not that far away from each other. Still, they can still win this though. But it's all up to on how will they execute their strategy here onto this map.
Well, Triple V tries to go in for the Juggernaut. A quick rotation in here by Ken at the get-go to see if or not he can get, Triple KLASIKO caught off guard. But it is not like KLASIKO are a bunch of chumps, right? They see it coming, but although they do see it coming, Charlie as well as Alpha is right now with the Conquerors. KLASIKO Rampage have neither. Are we gonna be able to see Triple V? Ooh, so close in there for the triple cap, but Alpha lost just in the nick of time there, Will.
And it is now time for VVV Conquerors to win this though. Point B and point C has been taken by VVV Conquerors, ladies and gentlemen. It's really near now to the 79 points of KLASIKO Rampage. We have MJ here, really being sneaky here and sees one, but from up top, Zia sees one, and MIB with a 2K as well. But KLASIKO Rampage with a retaliation, getting point A2. Pi, however, taking down two players of Team KLASIKO Rampage too. But look at that reaction coming in from all these people though. That is really quick for them too.
80, 90 to 84 right now. Every single step of the way, Triple V Conquerors are getting outmatched by the boys from Malaysia. KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am so proud to tell you these. The boys are finally in the MSP major group stages. KLASIKO Rampage has finally awoken. Ken goes in there, gravity spike action. Is he going to go in with a KRM as well as the XS1 Goliath? But no, could the XS1 Goliath get kidnapped by KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We will need to wait to see. Alpha has been captured by KLASIKO as they go in for the push. Zia brings in the VTOL. The big bird is right now in the air, and KLASIKO will be capturing a few more points. But no, it denied just after a couple of kills by the Pio.
Goliath online coming in from Alfari, ladies and gentlemen, but won't see anyone here. Apparently, AJ, we can see that is the longest VTOL kill that we've seen here in this tournament right now, in this day right now though. But now Moa here from up top with a spray, sees one, and the SW is now down to 120 points coming in from KLASIKO Rampage right now. Just MIB with the VTOL from up top. The bird is alive. 2K, 3K, but he wants more, getting point A. But the thing is, VVV Conquerors has captured point B already. 127 points coming in from KLASIKO Rampage.
But this time KLASIKO bringing in the XS1 Goliath for some backup. Are they going to be able to pick up Alpha as they go in 4 players? Oh, here comes the gravity spike and goodbye. XS1 says, Tamayo right now bringing in the cluster strike. Alpha as well as Charlie captured in here by Triple V Conquerors. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the board is still being led by KLASIKO Rampage. They go in for Charlie, and it just looks like KLASIKO might be able to do this, but it's so close, Will. Every single step of the way, the Conquerors don't want to let it go yet.
One mistake will take a toll for a team for sure. But look at that, 138 points coming in from KLASIKO Rampage. But the thing is, they need to take point B as well. MIB here from behind, sees 1-2, but more VTOLs are coming in from Ante, sees 1, sees 2, but he wants more too from up top, annihilating VVV Conquerors. And one thing is for sure, this is a sweet 3-0 coming in from KLASIKO Rampage from Malaysia.
What a play in there. What a performance. What a display of tenacity by the Malaysians. KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As a Malaysian, I am so proud that they have finally awoken. Are they on par with the big leagues, with the big boys? I think they may have even surpassed some of them with that performance. A beautiful 3-0 in there after the 3-0 over PDR, and then another 3-0 today. KLASIKO Rampage. Ooh, I cannot wait to see.
136. That is apparently really close, but the VTOL. It's all about the VTOL, man.
It is all about the regional, and like we pointed out